Morning all, day 3. Yeah, right, okay, then what we're going to do today I think is take everything out that we don't need, and then I'm going to go and get me kitchen units and me worktop and other bits and pieces. I'm changing, I've had a rethink to be honest, where all of that is. There's the heater and the pipe work and everything else going all the way round. On the tankless water system, obviously the shortest run's going to be the best, so I think off the back of the caravan, once I've mounted it, that's going to go down and underneath and feed through for the shower, the sink in the bathroom and the sink in the kitchen area, and then I'm going to lag that, and I'm going to put possibly half a drain pipe, a bit of guttering or something underneath with a couple of brackets and straps to insulate all of that. The tankless water heating system's going in a metal box. I'm going to see how hot that gets on a test run, obviously, and I'm going to insulate the outside of that as well. But today I think we're going to get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of those because we don't need any of that. I've got a new control panel. Take all of this out. Take that out. Take the bunk beds out. I've had an idea for down there as well. I think what I'm going to do is turn those around, make them a bit thinner, draw in the bottom, collapsible table. Yeah, and then all the doors and that can come off. I've made the doors already, boom. I've got to get some hinge packs and bits and pieces, and also it's a very, very thin, probably 2mm ply. This is probably a 2mm ply. There's a little bit of timber in the back, so I'm possibly going to have to lip something to go up behind to take the flush fit kitchen hinges, but that's all right because we can do that. Yeah, there's not a lot to screw through into, to be honest. And then it's literally, I've got lights and that coming today, I've got everything else coming today. So yeah, let's crack on with ripping out, eh? Right, another day over, nearly. I've got to go and pick a few bits up, which is plug sockets and switches and bits and pieces. I think I've sussed out all the electrics. Fucking headache. And everything's out, apart from the pipe work. So I'm going to save a bit of that, I think. And show you. Alright, so all the kitchen's out now. Those two chairs, I'm going to rework those, but that's tomorrow. I'll block those vents off because the new fridge doesn't need venting, so that will save a little bit of heat. Got me hot and cold and me waste, but that runs all the way around the van, all the way around the van, all the way around the van, all the way back down, believe it or not, to the bathroom. So that little bit of boxing in there, and then the rest of the pipes are there. So what I'm going to try and do, I think, is cap those off, or just stick an elbow on them, whatever. That then feeds the sink and the shower. And what I'm going to do, I think, that's if I can use them. If not, then I'm going to run 15mm. You've got to remember I'm putting the heater on the back of the caravan, so I can run the pipes down, lag them obviously, underneath, and I can pick up the pipes to the sink and that, and possibly get a bit more water pressure, who knows. But yeah, all the doors and that are off. Then it's all ready for prep and paint. What else did I do? Alright, this was a light, so I'm going to put a socket there. Obviously mobile phone charging, this, that and the other. There was another one over here, so I'm going to put a socket in there. I think the TV's going to go over here, above the worktop. All depending, as we can see it from over there, and we can see it from the bed once the bed's built. Yeah, so there you go. Not bad really. Bearing in mind I've had to get my head round the wiring. I mean, all of this, apart from 2 wires, is now defunct and not needed. Just those 2 there. That's the feed for the 12V. And obviously, when the battery isn't connected, you can switch the 12V on the mains down here. If it isn't that one, it'll be this one, but I can't plug anything in yet because all my 240 is hanging absolutely everywhere. But with the feeds that I've got another 4 sockets to put in I might get one of them tower sockets that comes out the worktop actually, because you've got nowhere to mount to. And obviously I've taken bits and pieces out. That's coming out. That's being chopped across there. All of that bit's coming out as well. I've got to block those holes up over there where I took the heater out, the water heater. That needs a bit of attention at the front. I can't see how it's fixed at the minute, probably from the front I would have thought, but I've got to do something with that. I'm probably going to make this shelf a little bit bigger and square it off because it's rounded. Yeah, all the area when everything's up there. Not that we're going to need that, but so it's just a case of dropping out through there, put a couple of sockets flush, obviously surface mount on there. But I'm going to try and hide the rest of them wherever I can. Yeah, there you go, another day. The day's not over obviously, but I've got to go down there. I've got to see if I can get fittings for this pipe work, for starters, because it's not your regular size. I mean, you know, off of mains pressure it should be alright, I think. It looks like, I can't tell, there's nothing written on it, 10 mil maybe. And obviously if the pipe work is too big, then we're not going to get a lot of heat out the heater because there's going to be too much water running through. So it might be ideal to keep this pipe work, but just obviously reroute it, because the bed to go in pipe work is there, well, the bench, and obviously over there, over the electric box. So yeah, the only thing we've got to contend with now, there's a fridge going here, and that's a full 400 mil, 40 centimetres. And then I've got a 400 unit, and that will take the sink. I bought a new sink, well, second hand. And then we've got the wheel arch in the way for the 600 units. I've got two 600 units to put in, so I'll have to chop the bottoms out and muck about and put the legs somewhere else. And yeah, not ideal. I think we're going to lose a bit of drawer space on both of them actually, because the other 600s go in there. So it might be worth getting two drawers for the top maybe, and a different door opening down the bottom for a bit of storage maybe, block it off. But for all intents and purposes at the moment, the bathroom doesn't need touching, so I haven't got to touch any of that, just to paint I think. And I found out as well, obviously, that I didn't know, all of this stuff on the wall is a paper over ply, so I don't know how that's going to paint yet. But if not, then I'll just stick something over the top of it, because that's what I do. There you go, I'm getting there. 3 days. It's taken a lot of thinking about. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a Sparky, although they're all just feeds. There's no ring main in here, so they're all sputters. It's a 16 amp, so that's plenty. Everything else is 12 volts. So the only things really that we run in 240 now is the fridge, the microwave, hob and the air fryer, and they're not all going to be used at the same time, so we're not going to be drawing that much. I might have to look at getting a thicker, chunkier lead for the electric hookup. But yeah, apart from that, I think we're all ready to go. I took all the pipe work out for the air ducting system. I've saved all of that. I've saved all the door handles because I like those. Yeah, so now I've got a little control panel. I'll show you it. That I bought for, I think it's only 20 quid or something stupid. Let me just turn the camera. That little thing there, you've got a USB voltage meter. I've had it wired up and plugged up already. It's all working. It shows me the voltage. But I don't know what I'm going to wire to that yet. Possibly the downlighters, the strip lights. 1, 2. There may be a 12 volt for the fridge, you know. Yeah, so that's got to be put in somewhere. Lovely. Put that somewhere. It's just getting me head around everything. Do you know what I mean? I've never fucking. I think I've only stepped foot in a caravan once, and that was with Roy and Carly. But I've never set foot in a caravan. So yeah, all the work's fine. I don't mind doing it, obviously, and I'm more than capable. But it's just getting your head around what you're going to do and how you're going to get around this, and how you're going to get the pipes through from here, and fucking where you're going to put your sockets and blah blah blah. And that was a lot more difficult, believe it or not, to take out that kitchen shit, fucking hell, that was murder. All screwed and secret screws everywhere. Fucking, I couldn't clump it about, obviously, because of the side of the caravan. So it took a little while. Water heater's out. I'm going to stick that up on Facebook Marketplace in a bit. The sink and hob and everything are out. What I'll do is I will show you the new sink momentarily. But yeah, so there you go. Day 3 in the big caravan house. It's not looking like much at the minute, I've got to say. There's a lot of rubbish outside my house now. But yeah, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. I've got to go down to the plumbers and see if they sell these fittings and, you know, pipe work and tees and this and the other. If they do for this pipe work, then I've saved quite a bit of dough, to be honest. So I'm going to do that. I've got to get sockets and switches and other bits and pieces. So once I've got that lot as well, I can start putting stuff where I need it. You know, before I get the kitchen in. Kitchen should be in the weekend, I think. Yeah, kitchen will definitely be in the weekend. So that'll be done. The fridge is a bit shorter, actually. So what I might do is do a floating shelf, or a sliding shelf, sorry, on top to put the hob on. Induction hob, just won that on eBay for 20 quid. Lovely. That draws 15 amps if you use it on full whack, obviously. So we've got to be mindful of what we use, but there you go. Right then, lovely. Talk to you all soon, and I'll keep you updated as I go through this fucking manic build.